What's up, everybody? My name is Chakits Krulsawat, licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So in today's topic, I want to talk about income levels as a real estate agent and also a mindset as a real estate agent and how to target that income level, how to reach your goals. Because I notice a lot of real estate agents out here, they will set high target goals and they would never reach those goals. But the best thing I found is to really break it down. So today we actually had a team meeting and we did a scenario and example where we did it with the team, and I want to break this down with you so that way it can actually help you out and accomplish your income goals. When you have some free time, matter of fact, you know what? Do me a favor. Stop what you're doing. Stop the video right now and go get a piece of paper and a pen. This is very important because we're going to do this example together and we're going to break this thing down. So I'm going to show you exactly how to break this thing down and we're going to change your mindset. Alright, so now that you're back and you got that piece of paper and your pen, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to break it down very simple, okay? The first thing I want you to do is think about this. How much money do you want to make, right? How much money do you want to make a year? And I want you to think about this, the minimum that you are willing to make. Think about it. Now, for this example, we're going to do $100,000. I want to make $100,000 a year, right? The next thing I want you to do within your marketplace, I want you to take a look and see exactly what is the average commission on sales in your marketplace. Here in Las Vegas is a 2.5, so we're going to use that in an example. Now what you're going to do is take your yearly income of $100,000 and you're going to divide that by your commission of 2.5%, because now we need to determine the sales volume. So at $100,000 divided by 2.5% of a commission gives you a sales volume of $4 million, okay? So go ahead and write that down. Tell me what number you got right now. So the next step here is that we need to figure out what is the median price point for a home in your local market. As an example, here in Las Vegas is $493,500. So now what we need to do is take the total sales volume and divide it by the median price point for a home. So for this video, we're going to take 4 million and divide it by the median price point for a home here in Las Vegas of $493,500. And that gives us actually a total of 8 transactions. A total of 8 transactions. Now, as you can see, that doesn't seem that much anymore, right? So I want you to ask yourself this, can you actually do 8 transactions in 1 year? So now if we take the numbers of deals that you need to do in 1 year, you're doing 8 transactions divided by 12 months, that's 0.6 deals a month. So let's just say it's about 1 deal every 60 days. Now I'm going to break this down even further for you. I'm going to make this very simple, right? How many leads are you actually getting? I want you to think about this. So what you're going to do is this, okay? You're going to take the amount of leads and you're going to divide it by the number of days. So let me give you an example. Let's say I generate 400 leads, right? 400 leads. By me generating 400 leads, I know that I'm getting at least 1 sales deal, right? So let's just say if I get a sales deal, I make 400 calls, I know I'm getting 1 deal. So if I take 400 lead calls and I divide it by the 60 days, basically that tells me that I really need to only make 7 calls a day, right, for 60 days to get that 1 deal every 60 days. So now that we know that we're doing 1 deal every 60 days, we need to really break it down, because when it comes to a real estate agent, our business is really about making calls, right? So what I want you to do is figure out how many calls do you actually have to get, or how many leads do you have to get in order to do 1 sales deal, okay? Because we're going to break down the math even further, because what it is, it's very hard to look at that big picture you know, that income level that you're trying to get to. Because when you look at that, it's just so hard to get to, right? But we got to change your mindset. We're going to break this down even further, because these little goals, as you add one goal, 1 inch to another inch, it gets bigger and bigger. So for an example, let's say I get 400 lead calls in order for me to do one transaction, right? And I know it takes me 60 days to get one deal. So basically, if I make 400 lead calls in 60 days, that's 7 calls a day. The question I have for you is, can you actually do 7 calls a day? I'm sure anybody can. I'm sure you talk to 7 people a day, right? Now I want to go back to the median price point, okay? You're going to take the median price point divided by your commission, okay? So example, we're going to go back, 493,500 divided by 2.5%, right? Gives you a total commission of $12,337.50. Now we're going to break this down even further, because the most important thing is that I want you to understand that calling is so hard, and I totally understand that, especially making these cold calls. Cold calls are like the hardest thing, right? So now if we take the commission by you doing that one deal every 60 days where you're making $12,337.50, you take that number, you divide that by 400 calls, right? That's at $31 a call. So every time you pick up the phone is $31. All you got to do is talk to somebody. I want you to think about this. $31, $31. No matter if you call and you get hung up on, people tell you to go kick rocks. Look, I understand. You can only get beat up so many times before it puts wear and tear on your body. Trust me, I do it all the time. But I want you to think about this as you're making a call. $31, $31. Let's just say if you did a minimum of calls of 7 calls a day, that's $217 a day. Now the question I have for you is this. How long does it take, right, to speak to 7 people? Maybe an hour? So you're telling me you're making $217 in 1 hour. That is crazy. So what you're saying to me is this: I can actually make $100,000 a year as a real estate agent by just making 7 lead calls. By 7 lead calls. That is unbelievable. Guys, I really hope this makes you think out of the box. I know how hard it is as a real estate agent. Prospecting is like one of the worst things you can ever do. But at the end of the day, this is where you really need to start, especially if you want to make money in real estate. It's all about lead generating. It's all about picking up the phones, running the data, the data. The numbers never lie, folks. Now, if you guys like more video content like this, let me know in the comments below. I'm Chakits Krulsawat. Peace.